Hey y'all, we're live. Come hang out. Welcome, welcome. Just doing some stuff on my computer. Had a busy day of cleaning and organizing. Ooh. So I'm sipping on a little bit of vodka flavored like sparkling water. It's actually pretty tasty. Don't mind my hair. Yeah, that's better. Live from my home office tonight because I'm just kind of, it's late, it's late, it's 8 o'clock my time, so I'm just kind of doing stuff on my computer, going through stuff. Might play some World of Warcraft. Hi, welcome. Hey guys, what's up? Grab a drink, come hang out with me if you're bored. Hey Becky, how are you, my friend? Nice to see you live. Sweet membership paw print next to your name. So I got a new video up earlier about just, hey Sarah, how are you too? Nice to see you. Yeah, so I got a video up earlier because I when I got home the other day, I took like a brief video of like what my van looked like when I initially got home from my trip, and then I stripped it. Like, you guys, I stripped it, and it literally took me 3 days to like do all my laundry. So yeah, but yeah, all about the paw prints. But I really need to vacuum my van, but it's like so hot outside. So there's free vacuums, like those really good vacuums by my house, so I need to go do that. I'm just waiting until it gets a little cooler out so I can put my van back together. So I was just updating stuff. I'm getting back into the groove because I'm gonna start getting ready to make my plans, for the fall and the winter. I'm not gonna do any, extensive traveling, obviously, but just hanging out in Flagstaff, hanging out in Quartzite, doing all the things. So, like I said, I'm just kind of catching up on stuff, and I'm really just chilling, so I'm glad that you guys are here with me to chill. Girl, let me tell you about my rooftop box keys. Like, that was such a freaking thing, right? Like, that was... I still can't believe we found them. I still can't believe we found them. It's honestly still shocking to me that we found my rooftop box keys. Like, the brightness on my computer a little bit is bright. So, yeah, I'm just catching up on stuff. How are you guys doing? I got a new laptop, so I'm still like learning my laptop. Also, it's like fancy dancy. My fancy dancy new laptop. Look at all the colors. Changes colors. Where is my little boy? Well, I put out his blanket for him right next to me here in my office because I have the couch right here, and I'm pretty sure he's in bed. Baby. Here's my kitty, though. You want to see my kitty, Becky? Baby. Come here. Show everybody how cute you are. Oh, I got to show you guys, too, what I got at Cracker Barrel. Baby. This is my baby. This is my cute cat. She loves sitting on my shoulder. Like this. Baby. You say hi to everybody. The book's going good. The book is going good. Oh, you got a new laptop too? Yay. Congrats. It's my baby. She puts up with all my BS. Look at her, can't you tell? Yeah, my book's coming along so well. Are you getting up on the desk or what are you doing? Okay. Yeah, I was actually working on it yesterday. You know, I'm gonna get my final first draft in by the end of the year, so I'm happy with how it's coming, my progress. Oh, oh, you cannot drink my vodka. No. Alright, so that's done. So I calculated, isn't she cute? I know, that her shirt, yeah, she just has a little area on her back now that is kind of troublesome for her, but she's improved so much. You're moving my stuff on my desk, ma'am. Vodka, and I have, it's like a flavored sparkling water. It's actually really good. My ice melted, but that's okay. Ma'am, you cannot drink my, no, you cannot drink my vodka. You're not old enough. You're only 1. You're not old enough. Silly. Yeah, it's tasty. Are you gonna let us in? I'm not sure what you mean. But yeah, so anyways, actually, I need to find, I lost some stickers. So you guys know I collect stickers. I got like a whole bunch of, you know, stickers on my trip, and I lost a couple of my stickers. I need to find them. I also need to, hi, don't, okay, what shit. So Maylee, right now, she's trying to like climb the stand that I have my phone on, so if it falls, I blame my cat. Hi, ma'am. I need to move this over here because I have to grab something. The Detroit Tigers night? Oh yeah, no, it wasn't anything crazy. It was just like, you know, we literally got room service. Like, there was like a whole bunch of us, and we got room service that night. And sorry guys, one sec, I need to grab something out of my desk. Hopefully my light doesn't fall. We got room service. We hung out. Like, it was nothing, like, it was innocent fun. Believe it or not, it was innocent fun, and it was a lot of fun. And after that Detroit Tigers pitcher wanted me to like fly out to like his other games and stuff like that, but I was 18, and I was just having fun. So that was a long time ago. I was 18 a long time ago. Yeah, so I was looking at the forecast like for next week, because I was thinking about, hey Ashley, from Kansas City, Missouri. Awesome, awesome. What do your real life people think about your YouTube stuff? Well, you know, Becky, I keep my circle small. I keep my circle small, my real life circle small. So my small circle loves it, and they're very supportive, and they think it's really fun. My mom is my biggest cheerleader. Like, she's always in my corner. She actually, so I was really missing my mom on this road trip, you know, that I just took. Yeah, she and I are really close, obviously, and she, out of anyone, thinks that it's really, really cool. I'm in Arizona, Ashley, and she thinks that it's so neat that, you know, I live in this generation, and I live in this time where, you know, not only just women, but anybody can kind of choose the lifestyle that they want to live, right? Because, you know, my mom, you know, she's 61, so that was kind of, in my opinion, the last generation, and you may or may not disagree with me on this, Becky, but I feel like that was kind of the last generation where, like, women, you know, kind of were expected to like have a family and kids and stuff like that, and like do that whole, like, you know, conventional lifestyle sort of thing. And my mom thinks that it's so wonderful that we're so empowered now, and we have all this technology and all these tools to where like we can make different choices, and we don't have to do that anymore. So my mom is my biggest fan. And my best friends, you know, they think it's incredible. I have a lot of support, and I have a college degree, and and that sort of stuff. And I was a housewife at one point. I mean, if you go back and watch some of my, I actually have a video on like let me start over. I have a video about what brought me to van life. Because I was married to an alcoholic, and I got divorced in well, it was official in 2020. And, my stepdad died, and Winston got attacked and ripped in half, and like all these things. And so that's when I started like my YouTube full time. But before that, I was a writer, and I owned a freelance writing business. And I'm thankful that I have the opportunity to do that in my adult life, because I'm just like not a mainstream type of person. But Becky, I know that you know that. So, I only surround myself with people in, real life that support me, because I don't have time for BS and toxicity, So, so I surround myself with people who support me. And then, when I go out to quartzite and I do all these things, I'm surrounded by people like me. So it's just like, it's a dream come true. I feel so grateful. I feel so grateful to live in this time right now. And even though, things are hard right now for everybody in the world, but I'm going to talk about, America, because that's where I'm at. It's like groceries are expensive, gas is expensive. We live in a tough world. So if you can do something that you love, like that's such a blessing. Yeah, I'm really grateful. So I love all your videos. It looks like you always have videos. Oh, thank you so much, Ashley. Yeah, we stay safe. And it's, van life, it's not as expensive as people think. I had a really expensive trip that was hard on me. It did cost me over $1,000 in fuel. I had budgeted $1,200 though, to be fair. But yeah, it's tough right now. A lot of people started van life kind of during COVID, and it worked out really well, but a lot of people have had a hard time continuing on because fuel, like things are so expensive. So yeah. So the draw of quartzite is the free camping. That's the draw of quartzite. Because you go out there, and the majority of quartzite is Bureau of Land Management land. So it also has the long-term visitor areas, and you can stay at an LTVA, long-term visitor area, for 6 months for only $180, and you have amenities, but well, except for showers. So you have dumpsters, dump station if you have an RV, or if you have a dump station, potable water, and bathrooms. Hi. This is my senior dog, Penny. She's almost 15. Hi. How are you? What are you doing? Penny turns 15 in October. You roaming around? Okay. Just be careful not to trip and fall. I feel like you're going to bring my phone down with you. Okay. Yeah. Mild weather in this. Yeah. So I like to shout, so in quartzite, so like I said, it's Bureau of Land Management. So quartzite is the most populated place for RVers, travelers, campers, van lifers, nomads in the month of January every single year. Quartzite brings in about 1 million people every January alone. So they have like this massive tent show, this RV show. They have so many cool like it's really, quartzite is a very transient hippie town. There's not a Walmart, there's not a Planet Fitness, there's not mainstream stuff there. It's very small, locally owned businesses. Maylee, you want to get down, baby? Okay, come here. Oh, say goodbye to everybody. Okay, you want to get down? All right. Whoop, whoop. I almost went my phone. Ooh. Okay, we're good. Okay. So it's really the free camping, because you can live out there, you know, for 6 months for free if you want. And there's just a lot of community camaraderie out there. So when I go out there, I like to participate in like the hippie drum circles that happen, and things like that. So my house is only an hour and a half from Quartzite, so it makes it nice and easy. But I really like to shower at the laundromat there. And actually, this last season, they opened up a brand new Terrible's gas station, which is really cool. I haven't checked it out yet, but I'm really stoked to do that. So yeah, the draw is really the weather, and the fact that you can find people like yourself, and have a great time. And have a great time. I feel so like welcome and comfortable in Quartzite because there's just people like me. So, okay, let me go through some of these comments. Yeah, so as Sarah said, showers, you could shower. There are showers at the Loves, because there's a Loves there, and so there are, and even at the salon, there's like $5 showers. Hi, Jamie. Hi from Houston. Yes, hello, hello. Ashley, do I think I will ever go to van life completely full time? I don't know. Time will tell. Time will tell. I could definitely, but I love having a home base. I'm really close to my mom, and you know, so it just, for now, I like having a home base. It makes it just easier for me personally, but you have to, you know, everybody has to find what works for them. So, in the future, quite possibly. Yeah, Becky, that's, and you know, I totally get that. Like when my stepdad died, you know, it was really important for me to stay close to home because my mom was really struggling as like a new widower, and so I definitely get that. I still feel like my mom is a badass, and she's like, she outdoes me on a lot of things. Like she competes in triathlons, right? But I still want to be close to her. It's so important. So I know how that, goes. Tucson. Although we were visiting, and I said, well, hi Kim from Des Moines. Oh, I was just there recently. Yeah, you know, Quartzite is worth a visit. Like my grandma, bless her heart, my grandma's 85, and I just visited her in Minnesota. And she's like, you know what, Amanda, I really want to get out to Quartzite. Because my grandma was married to my grandpa for 50 years. He was an alcoholic. So he died of cirrhosis of the liver when I was like, it was 2007, my grandpa died. So, but my grandma ended up finding a partner, and she did RV life. And and she did that for years. So she said to me when I was in Minnesota, she's like, Amanda, I really want to get out to Quartzite. And I was like, Grandma, you know, it's not what you think it is. You know, it's not your bougie RV park that you're used to. This is like desert dirt. You gotta have your own stuff. I mean, there are RV parks there, right? There are. You can get a spot, and blah, blah, blah. But that kind of takes away from the fun of Quartzite, because the fun of Quartzite is just like camping in the middle of the desert with a bunch of freaking people, and like, you know, having bonfires and camaraderie and meeting people and doing all this stuff. I had to explain to her that, you know, there's not a lot there, and like you have to, you know, poop in a bucket, or you have to stay at an LTVA and park near a toilet. Like it's not easy. It's not easy, Grandma. So then she calls my mom. She's like, I really want to go out to Quartzite to see like what Amanda does. And my mom was like, okay, but you know, it's not easy. It's not easy. Like Quartzite doesn't have a lot. You have to be, you know, kind of self-contained and everything. But Yeah, not everybody likes it. Not everybody likes it. I'm not even gonna put up a front about that. Not everybody likes quartzite. I've met a lot of people who strongly dislike quartzite. But I love it. I love it because I can go into the market in my slippers and my hippie outfit and my crazy hair and nobody judges me. You know, everybody out there is like me. So that's what I like about quartzite. And yeah, Becky, I'm very blessed to have my mom. Holy crap. My mom, she's, yeah, very, very, very blessed to have my mom. Yeah, quartzite is neat. You know, I got my hippie drum out there, which actually, hold that thought. So some of you might remember that I got my drum, you know, out there last season. So I got my hippie drum, and the thing is though, I got this kind of toward the end of the season. So this is my hippie drum, and I bought it out in quartzite because there was a vendor at the tents, and they get their drums. There's a 9th generation Nigerian drum maker. Oh, Stephanie, thank you so much. Appreciate you. Cheers to you, Stephanie, for the super chat. Thank you, honey. So I got my drum. So, but like I said, I got it at the end of the season. So I'm really excited to take it out to quartzite this season so I can really, you know, participate in the circles and all that stuff all season long. Sarah, thank you, honey. I appreciate you. Well, I guess I'll take another drink for you too. Cheers to you, Sarah. Thank you. So I'm excited to bring my drum out there and have it with me all season. Because I didn't get to have it all season last season. So I will be participating in any hippie drum circle I can find, because I'm a really big fan. You know, a lot of people out there play music and all that stuff. Oh, great, Stephanie! I'm so happy. You're so welcome. Mwah. Yeah. So yeah, fun places to park. So quartzite has a lot of different, you know, places to park, but I guess it depends on if you want to park by people or you want to be by yourself. So like at the LTVA, so I spent a lot of time last season at La Posa South LTVA, and there was always stuff going on. There are like some Facebook groups and stuff you can find, but you just kind of have to look and like meet people. So the main BLM locations out in Q are Plamosa Road, Tyson Wash, Skadden Wash, all of the long-term visitor areas, Roadrunner BLM, Dome Rock BLM. I think those are the main ones. So it depends on how close you want to be to town, what your cell phone service is like if you need it, if you want to be close to people, and if you need amenities. So yeah, Sarah, Skadden Wash is actually my favorite. Skadden Wash is my favorite because it's close to town, it's easily accessible, and I get the best cell service because it's kind of like, it's like right off the highway. A lot of people go to Plamosa Road. Plamosa Road gets like super populated in the winter. I'm not a big fan of it because like my Verizon service is really bad and there's just a lot of people there. So I like to kind of go where there aren't a lot of people. Roadrunner is a really great one, but the cell service is iffy. And Dome Rock is the same, like, but I'd say that the events, like Dome Rock and Plamosa, are really popular for the events that happen out there. The best way to find the events that are happening during the quartzite season are like on Facebook. But I don't participate in like the Facebook groups and stuff like that anymore, just because there's like so much drama and I don't really want to be a part of it. And there was so much drama last season, and there was so much drama last season. I feel like I got dragged into it, and I just don't want to be a part of that again this season. So, I'm probably going to be camping where there aren't a lot of people, especially because I like Winston, like I like us to have our space, and I'm afraid of big dogs, and there's a lot of people out there that have not trained their big dogs. So, yeah. The guy with the goat and his SUV was there. Oh, yeah. Nice and dark. And yeah, so I think you're probably talking about, it's like Argus Odyssey or something like that. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Everyone kind of makes it out to Quartzite for the winter at some point. I'm going to start making my way out there as soon as the weather gets good. So I'm always, I always have my forecast up. I wanted to go to Flagstaff next week for a couple nights, but it's like literally going to be like raining the whole time, I think. So I'm going to start making my way out to Q whenever it starts cooling off. The dust last season was kind of gnarly. We had kind of a windy season last season. I hope we don't have that again. But I'm going to do a meetup. So I'm going to do a meetup, and I'm going to do it in January. So I think I'll do a meetup probably at Scat and Wash, because it's easily accessible for everybody, and it's like super easy to find. So I'm probably going to do a meetup in January at Scat and Wash. I'm just waiting to find out like dates of the big tent show and like the RTR and things like that. I'm not going to participate in the RTR this year, or the WRTR. I'm not going to do any of those things. I'm just going to kind of do my own thing this year. But I'm going to base my time on when everything's happening. So I went to Cracker Barrel the other day, and they still have their... Okay, Becky, thanks so much. I loved chatting with you. I appreciate you, my friend. I will see you later. Have a good night. Sleep well. So I went to Cracker Barrel, and they have their 3 for $5 tote bags still. So I got another one of these home is where you park it bags. And then, yeah, Sarah, that's okay. You'll meet me this coming winter. I'm confident. And then the other 2 bags I got were these. I thought these were so cute. They say Happy Halloween, and they have animals. Aren't those cute? So these were, 3 for $5 at Cracker Barrel, so I grabbed a few more just because they're cute. But yeah, I'll definitely be, like I said, creating a meetup for Quartzite this winter, and do like my own sort of thing for people to come and hang out. I might need a refill on my drink. I might need a snack too. What should I have for a snack? So yeah, I'm on my computer in my home office. I'm just getting caught up on all sorts of crap. Because I haven't used my I haven't used my laptop. And, like, seriously, the last few days since I've been home, I've been like so busy cleaning out my van and like cleaning my house that I haven't sat down to do a lot of stuff on my computer. But the weather is going to be really cooling down in the Phoenix area this next week, and so I'm just praying that means we're getting close to fall. Oh my god, you guys know what do you know what I started watching on Discovery Plus? That's like super toxic. Is that show like I'm in love with a mama's boy or something? Oh my god. That show's insane. I'm not really a show type of person. Like I don't really watch shows, but there's like so much mental illness in that show. It's like it's such a train wreck. Like I can't help but look. I can't help but watch it. Oh my gosh, it's crazy. I need to log in, sign in. I need a refill on my drink. So tell me, you guys, where is everybody tuning in from and what are you doing tonight? It's 8:34 my time, so it's late around the rest of the country, but I figured if people were bored, you can come hang out with me and chat. Airplane repo. Oh my. Thanks, Sarah. Love ya. See you later. Take care. Appreciate you. See you soon. Yeah, I don't know how many people live at the LTVAs 6 months out of the year. To be comfortable, you need air conditioning. Well, no, not really. Because if you buy a 6-month pass for an LTVA, it's $180. So if you start like in October, that brings you through April. So, I mean, that's a great price and it's good weather. So I don't know how many people stay out there 6 months out of the year. Not many. It really starts to clear out. Yeah, and you know what, you guys, I was on Central Time up until like 2 days ago. Not because of I switched to Central Time because that's where I was doing most of my living the last 5 weeks. But yeah, so the LTVAs, it starts to clear out. People start to really arrive in October. It starts to clear out in February. So, Northfield, Minnesota. That's where I just spent like 2 weeks of my life this summer. Well, I was using Northfield as my home base. That was my home base for the summer for my road trip when I went up to Hayward and did all that stuff. I love Northfield. Northfield is beautiful little, well, I say little, 20,000 people is little to me, but beautiful little town. I need to get a refill on my drink, guys. I'll be right back. Ouch. Okay, I got a refill on my drink. Yeah, I hope to see some of you guys out in Quartzite this winter. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Hello. Just watching the higher fireworks over the trees. Yes, awesome. Tonight I'm drinking vodka, which is not something I normally drink. I'm normally a beer drinker. Vodka with sparkling, like a flavored sparkling water over ice. It's really tasty. I haven't been drinking as much soda, so I've lost 15 pounds. I've lost 15 pounds over the last like 6 weeks, which is crazy. I actually just had a doctor's appointment yesterday, and she was so happy with my progress. I gained a lot of weight in 2021. Like, I just from poor decisions, you know, um, just eating so much crap and drinking so much crap. But I stopped smoking weed. I stopped smoking weed, and I haven't used weed in 5 weeks. And that's been a major game changer for me because I'm not really missing it. But the thing is, when I would smoke weed, I would get the munchies. Exactly. Exactly. That's exactly right. Ooh, Dr. Pepper and strawberry rum? That actually sounds really tasty, Kim. Yeah, so no munchies. And because when I would get the munchies, I would eat sugar. I would want candy. So it's like it all just went right to my gut, right? So yeah, no more munchies, and just my appetite is back on track. So from not smoking weed, it's helped me like lose a lot of weight. As much as I hate to admit that, because I do like smoking weed, but it's no more, no more. I think I'm done. I think I'm done. I think that ship has sailed. Yeah. And I feel so much better, to be honest with you. I feel so much better. So yeah, no, exactly. It's like I have been enjoying my beer more because I'm not doing both. I'm not drinking and smoking. I'm just enjoying my beer here and there and things like that. So it's been much better for me health wise, and I'm sleeping better. I'm feeling better, and being on the road trip and being in states where weed is not legal helped me because I ran out of weed, so I couldn't buy it, which was good. So it ended up working out really well. Well, Terry, yes, bottoms up. Cheers to you. Yeah. So, yeah. So I'm just on my computer, like doing, catching up on stuff. And yeah, so I'm happy that September starts in a couple weeks because I'm ready for the fall. I'm ready for Halloween season. I like to decorate my van for Halloween. I even have, oh yeah, here's my show. I Love a Mama's Boy. That's what it's called. It's like, you guys, it's so outlandish. I can't imagine, like, especially, so I have a little brother. Well, I have a little brother. I always say that. I have a little brother. I have a younger brother, and he's 26, and he's an Army veteran, and he works for Boeing, and he's an engineering major in school. But I can't imagine, like, this sort of relationship. It's just bizarre. Okay. So I was thinking I really want to get up to Flagstaff next week, but I just don't know if I'm going to be able to because of the rain. It's literally supposed to be raining every single day. And when I was in Flagstaff this past weekend, I ran into my friend Max, who actually met out in Quartzite. Max is in his 70s. He's an Army veteran. He and I just connected. We just adore each other. And so I showed up to the Little America Travel Center. And this was after like a 9-hour day of driving, right? So I showed up and I got out of my van, and all of a sudden I heard, Amanda! And I turned around and I saw it was Max. And I had a long day, and it felt so good to see him. It felt so good to see him. I was like, oh man, I'm back home. I run into my nomad friends in Arizona quite frequently. Because a lot of the people, because Max, he lives in a minivan camper as well. So I run into them like throughout Arizona, like Payson, Flagstaff, these places. And I run into Max, I swear, everywhere I go in Arizona. So So I ran into him, which was really really cool. But I told him, I was like, I need to take a shower, which is why I was at the Little America Travel Center. But I was like, I'm concerned about going to, our camp spots that we like to go to because it's been raining. The monsoons have been crazy, which is good because the campsites, the national forest up there, you cannot traverse a lot of the national forest up there in Flagstaff if it's been raining because it gets so muddy that you will get stuck. So I told Max, I was like, I need to take a shower, but I'm kind of concerned about going to our spot that we normally frequent because of the rain and the mud. And he said, well, so he told me that our spot that he and I like to go to was fine, but I ended up sleeping next to his van in the parking lot of the Little America that night because I didn't want to risk getting stuck. So I want to go up to Flagstaff next week because originally I was planning on going to Las Vegas next week, Las Vegas, Nevada, with Winston for a pet trade show and conference. It ended up not working out because it was too late getting registered, I guess. But I don't really know if I can go to Flagstaff with the way the rain has been. Rain is literally in the forecast every single day. And I've seen people get stuck up there at the major campsites left and right. And I do not want to be one of the people who gets stuck in the mud. So I'm going to keep an eye on the forecast, but it's like, I've been home for a few days. Winston has a vet appointment tomorrow. I found a lump in his chest. It's very small, and I feel like it's gotten a little smaller, but I'm taking him into his doctor tomorrow. So we'll see how that goes. And then I'm just going to keep an eye on the forecast because I really want to do some more camping just by myself in Flagstaff. So, also I'm selling my Zero Breeze AC unit if anyone wants to buy it. And if anyone on my YouTube wants to buy it, I'll give you a deal. I have it listed right now for $14.50. If someone on YouTube wants to buy it, I'll sell it to you for $1,300 plus shipping. It's funny because I was actually using the Zero Breeze in my garage tonight, but I still want to sell it. Okie dokie. So I still have some pictures I need to share too from my trip. And so just hey, so you guys don't forget that you can become a member of my channel for $2.99 a month. That's it. Less than $3 a month to support me and Winston, and you get those you get the paw print next to your name on my channel, and then you get those custom stickers to use, like hey y'all, van life, heck yes, like those ones. So yeah, become a member for only $2.99 a month. Click that join button. So yeah, Little America, you guys, if you have the option to go to a Little America Travel Center, I paid $15 for a shower, and you get a luxurious bathroom with a bathtub for an hour and a half, and it's dog friendly. So highly recommend. I decided because I had a Planet Fitness membership. I canceled it because I decided it just wasn't worth it for how little I was using it. So the Aquaplex in Flagstaff has showers for like $6.50, I think Max told me, and then the Little America for $15. But again, they're dog friendly, and you get it for an hour and a half. So you get a shower and the whole countertop and the bathtub and everything you need. So it's really excellent. So my power stations, yeah. So I have a Rock Pals 300 power station. I have a Jackery 240 power station, and I have a Bluetti EV70S power station. I use my Bluetti. It's dedicated to my fridge. Move this little closer to me. So my Bluetti is dedicated to my fridge. I run my fridge off that, and it's awesome. I highly recommend the Bluetti. My Bluetti, my PV200 solar panel is like really awesome too, so I highly recommend that. My Jackery 240, I've had it for 2 years. I haven't had any problems with it. I use that for like to charge my tablet and my phone and my fans. I love the Jackery. I'm still a huge fan of the Jackery. The Rock Pals is my least favorite, because you can't charge it while using it. At least my model. I have like an older one, I guess. But the Rock Pals is my least favorite. But I'm glad I have them all. I recommend the Bluetti first because it charges in very little time, and it has like the lithium battery. So yeah, I highly recommend the Bluetti. But my Jackery, my Jackery is great too. My Jackery is great too. I love my little 240, and it's so lightweight, and I can just take it anywhere. But it takes like 8 hours to charge. I like my Bluetti. I'm looking at all my pictures. I have so many pictures I need to share with you guys still. But also I need to pee. So I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I'm back. So one thing I decided before my trip to Quartzite, I'm going to do like a full inventory of my van. Because the more I travel and the more I do stuff in my van, the more I realize I don't need stuff in it, if that makes sense. I mean, my van is so simplified, and I've really minimized my load. Because when I first started van life, like most people, I was on YouTube and I was doing research, right? So I was looking at other people's builds, what other people do. I was learning. So my van and my lifestyle is so different now. I thought I had to have like a full kitchen setup and like a running, working sink and all these things that turns out I just like don't need or don't use, especially because and I hate I know that people don't like to hear this from me, but like I hate cooking so much, and I know it's like not helpful because people are looking to me to help them like with a cooking routine on the road, but I hate cooking so much that that has allowed me to get rid of a lot of stuff in my van because I don't want to cook. I hate cooking. And you know, I don't need I need so little in my van to be happy. So I'm gonna do a complete inventory of everything before I go to quartzite, and I'm gonna do a video on it. I did my rooftop box. I cleaned out my rooftop box. I did that when I was in Hayward at the family cabin, which was great. I'm so happy I did that. I was even able to eliminate some items in my rooftop box, but I'm gonna continue to do that over the next couple months because you know, when I get to quartzite, I have my awning, which I'm grateful for. There's not a lot of shade out in quartzite. So I'm actually going to be taking out my awning, I think, here soon, and like cleaning it out or cleaning it off, and stuff like that, so it's prepared for quartzite season. But yeah, I just kind of want to see what I don't need, what I can eliminate. And I think I also need to, so you know, you guys know I have that like 3-drawer teal like shelf in the back of my van, and they have new ones for back to school, like at Walmart, like back, you know, college and all that stuff. So I think I'm gonna grab a new one because mine's breaking. So I'm gonna do all of that stuff before quartzite. I wouldn't get an RV because of all the extra. Yeah, no, I'm the same way. RVs are really, really cool, and you know, I might have one someday, like maybe a Class C or something like that. But I really love how simple and stealthy and minimal my minivan camper is, and I spend so much time outside. I mean, truly, I love being outside. So the minivan camper really works best for me. At one point, I actually took a picture of my odometer and in my van while I was traveling. I was averaging 28.5 miles per gallon at some point. So, and in this economy with these gas prices, you can't beat 28 miles to the gallon. So, how many batteries do I have with my Mark II? I have one. So I have the one portable battery. So the set I have is like the $1,600 set, and then I also have the 12-volt adapter that goes with it, which is another $100. So everything I have is valued at $1,700. So yeah, I have it for sale for $1,450. I'll sell it to anyone on YouTube for $1,300, but you have to pay shipping as well. So yeah, so on this road trip, you know, I was really happy with all of my different traveling. Or all of my different camping. I camped at campgrounds. I camped at random dispersed camping locations. I camped at rest stops, truck stops, the family cabin. I slept in my van at the family cabin. I camped all sorts of places. So I'm really happy with the diversity that I was able to experience on this trip in terms of camping in different locations. I have so many fun pictures. You know, I went to Paul Bunyan Land. Like, that was really fun. My favorite though was definitely Cross Lake. Like, going to Cross Lake, Minnesota was my favorite. And that camp spot for $22 right on the lake was incredible. Actually, somebody even, I don't know if I told this or not, but somebody at Cross Lake, a gentleman, and I'm sorry I forget his name now, but he actually recognized me from YouTube. And because he saw my van, he saw my solar sitting out, and he was like with his wife, and they had their eyes on me for like 24 hours, and they were kind of like camped like kitty corner from me, and I was just like, oh, I wonder why those people are just like staring at me all the time. The next day he came over because he recognized me. So he actually gifted me with a shirt, and anyways, that was a really fun experience. I loved Cross Lake. Yeah, you're so welcome, Terry. I really liked the campgrounds we stayed at in Iowa too. So we stayed at Prairie Flower and McIntosh Woods. Those were really awesome. Wish it would have been a little cooler because it was pretty humid in Iowa, but it was still fun. Had a good time with my grandma. Oh my, excuse me. What time is it? Oh, it's almost 9. Good gracious. Getting late, huh? It's fun to look at my pictures of the trip. I can't, it's crazy to think I just drove like 5,500 miles. But I'm already ready to get back in my van and go do stuff. I'm going to be getting more videos up this week, probably like one every day. I have a whole bunch of videos I need to get up. I'm going to get a video up about those 2 guys that confronted me in Rapid City, but I had my knife on me. I'm going to make a video on that. I want to talk about that because that safety is very important. I had my knife and my gun, but my gun was in my van. My knife was on my person. How many hours did I drive each day? So, yeah, that's a great question. So on my way up to Northfield, Minnesota, I got there fast because it was hot. So, my main stops were in Oklahoma City, in Kansas on my way up to Northfield, Minnesota. So I drove, oh, excuse me, 8 hours, 9 hours, and 10 hours, 3 days in a row on my way there. And then, like, my last day was like 3 hours because I drove from a campground in Iowa to Northfield. On my way back, I drove like 5.5, then 6, then 8, then 10. So I'd say my average drive day is about 8 hours. That's about my max. I mean, I can push it to 10. I've driven 14 hours in a day, but I don't want to do that anymore. So my ideal number is driving 6 hours. But I did have some long travel days. But it was hot, so it's like, so when it's really hot, it's hard for me to find a reason to stop because I'm in the AC of my van. Like if it's too hot to like camp and hang out and do all that stuff, then I'm like, I might as well drive, right? So I ended up making it back to Arizona much sooner than I thought because even when I got to Sturgis for the motorcycle rally, like it was so hot and miserable. I literally only spent an hour there at the rally itself because Winston and I just weren't comfortable. And Winston's always my priority. So if I feel like he's uncomfortable, then I'm uncomfortable and it's not going to work out. So But I really liked the park that I stopped at in Wyoming in Douglas, Riverside Park, because I had the free showers and everything. That was super dope. That was a dope stop. And I loved Owacoma Flats in South Dakota. That was right outside of Chamberlain. That was really cool too. I took advantage, I tried to take advantage of more free campsites on my way back from Minnesota. Um, and it worked out. It worked out really well. Oh my gosh, I'm yawning. I'm yawning so much, so I'm going to take that as a sign to begin to go to bed. So I appreciate you guys tuning in for this live. Thanks for hanging out with me. And I have more videos coming this week, so stay tuned for those. And in the meantime, if you want to become a member for $2.99 a month, you can. I post lots of member exclusive photos, which is cool. So thank you guys for tuning in. And yeah, I'll see you later. Good night, all. Have a good one.